Join us as we take on the challenge of exploring a stunning slice of Vancouver Island in a hired RV. From forest-fringed beaches to unexpected wildlife encounters, let's see what hidden gems we can uncover along the way. We picked up our 21-foot RV from Cruise Canada in Delta, Vancouver. They kindly arranged a taxi from our hotel to the depot, making the start of our journey smooth and easy. After a quick grocery stop at Walmart, we headed to the ferry terminal at Sowasan, bound for Nanaimo. Sorry about the pronunciation. Vancouver Island is a nature lover's paradise. Rugged coastlines, ancient forests, and majestic mountains greet you at every turn. From the moment we arrived, we knew we were in for something special. The scenery was breathtaking, and the promise of adventure hung in the air. One of the trickier parts of RV travel is securing campsites, so we booked Crystal Cove nearly a year in advance to make sure we had a spot. It was well worth the planning. Navigating the island's winding roads was a challenge in itself. Some stretches were so narrow and steep that we had to slow down to a crawl, but with views like these, who's rushing? We settled into our site at Crystal Cove, link below, and enjoyed a simple sandwich at the picnic table right outside our RV. We've been told not to leave food out because it would encourage bears, so we're not leaving food out because in there is the deep dark forest where bears lurk. So here's the camper van that we're driving on holiday, and we're currently in Vancouver Island. It is massive. It is a massive camper van, otherwise known as an RV. We're driving on the other side, and there's this great big gap here between me and Paul, so it really is very big. We've got a little bathroom in here with a sink and a toilet and a shower, although we're using the facilities at the campsite to save cleaning that up all the time. We've got a little fridge. We've got a microwave, we've got cupboards. We've set this area up as a bed because it's more comfortable than going up here in this area. But this area is a good place to store all our bedding. And a little kitchen area where we've got a sink and a little cooker, more cupboards. It's massive, but it's the smallest one they've got. It's 12 foot high. After lunch, we wandered down to Crystal Cove and Mackenzie Beach, just a short stroll from the campsite. The Pacific Ocean stretched out before us, framed by forest and dotted with pretty little islands. Naturally, we had to dip our toes in. Dip his toes into the Pacific Ocean. Oh, hang on, just needs to pull the trouser legs up a little bit more. And he's in. Is it a bit on the cold side? The next day, we hopped on the free shuttle bus into Tofino and spotted a striking totem pole. Tofino is such a charming place, everything you need, nestled between the Pacific and the mountains. We found a lovely little spot called the Harbourside Cafe, where we paused to soak in the view and enjoy some vegan treats, banana bread, fruit juice and coffee. Then something magical happened. A bald eagle landed in a tree right next to the cafe, squawking away. I filmed it and Paul managed to capture a photo of it mid-flight on his phone. Moments later, a second eagle appeared and the two soared together above us. Seeing one bald eagle is special. Seeing two, absolutely unforgettable. We ended the day with a spectacular sunset at Mackenzie Beach, the perfect close to a perfect day. The following morning we took the free shuttle bus to Long Beach. Thankfully we packed sandwiches. There were no shops, though there were toilets, which came in handy. We strolled along the beach, spotting birds, possibly an eagle or osprey. If you know, please drop a comment below. We also saw flocks of tiny birds moving as one, piles of seaweed, shells and what looked like jellyfish, or maybe just their imprints. And there's loads of wood that gets washed up here, apparently in the winter storms. And how heavy was it?
2 tons.
Up to 2 tons of this wood gets washed up in the winter storms.
That's each
piece.
Some of the pieces are 2 tons.
So some of the pieces are 2 tons in weight. Just amazing.
This is the ancient coniferous rainforest, and I think it's one of the very few in the world. This is why it's a national park. We're in the Pacific Rim National Park at the moment.
We've decided to stop to eat our lunch on one of these logs. The chosen log, or shall we say tree. Let's hope there's no bears in those woods there. So today we've got some nice vegan sourdough bread that we bought in the co-op in Tofino, and we've put in some kale and some nice hummus, and we've got baby cucumbers and tomatoes to eat with it as well. Yum yum. Oh, and cherries. So this is a really nice walk along Long Beach, and we're thinking of not walking all the way to the other end, but coming off somewhere and doing another little walk and then coming back. We will see. We will see. So we're here at the moment, and we're going to walk up here, and we think that's Incinerator Rock up there, and then there's some toilets, always handy to have toilets, and then we're going to walk along the road to here, and then a little walk through here,
through the woods, back on the beach,
and then back on the beach and back this way. So yeah, that's a nice walk. Is this the way we're going now?
Yes.
A bit of a wiggly path, we think. So we've left Long Beach now, and we're just walking on the road as if we're going to Tofino, but we are going to turn off in a minute, and then we're going to go back to Long Beach, like a big figure of 8 really. So we've just seen somebody and there is no way through down there, so we can't do the figure of 8 walk as planned. So we're going to have to go back the way we came, I think, and then maybe go back on the beach for a bit before the free shuttle is due back. But at least we get to see the rainforest. Look how dense and dark that is, with bears lurking. And Paul has just said, and cougars and wolves. Maybe he's just trying to get me to walk quicker. Later we returned to Tofino for ginger cookies, fruit juice and coffee at the Harbourside Cafe. Then took one last walk along the misty, mysterious beach, winding down before tomorrow's journey back to the mainland and onward to Whistler. All in all, exploring Vancouver Island in an RV was an unforgettable adventure. From dramatic landscapes to quiet moments and wildlife surprises, this island truly has something for everyone. If you're planning a road trip, we wholeheartedly recommend adding Vancouver Island to your list. Next up, Whistler, where alpine magic meets unexpected moments. After our coastal escape on Vancouver Island, we head inland to the mountain town of Whistler. Think dramatic peaks, misty forests and a few surprises along the way. Whether you're into scenic strolls, wildlife spotting or just soaking up that crisp mountain air, this one's for you. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Whistler is calling. Thanks for joining us on this journey. See you in the next video.